Welcome back to Better or Worse Than Transformers, where we take a movie or a TV show and tell you whether it's better or worse than Transformers, except for this week, where we are going to introduce a new segment, our Director Showdown, where we take two famous directors and pit their filmography and style against one another and decide which one is better.
Yeah, we think it'd be a good change of pace, something to get away from comic book movies, so it'd be a fun change, something to do.
Get away from comic book movies?
Maybe.
Oh my
Why?
God.
Maybe for a week or two. I'm your host, Joseph. With me is my co-host, Ian.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And Christian.
How's it going?
And yeah, no, we're excited to try something new and take a little break from the comic book movies.
If you guys have feedback on it after hearing, let us know on the social apps.
Absolutely. And if there's any other directors that you'd like to see pitted against one another, definitely reach us and we'll put it on.
Shoot them our way.
Absolutely.
We're going to do news or it's a surprise who the two we're going to do.
Yeah.
All right, so...
Except it's going to be in the episode description, so they'll probably already know.
Okay, so I'm still not telling them. So there's not a lot of news. We're going to go through it pretty quick. The first thing is Spider-Man Homecoming. I've heard rumors that Nick Fury was on set with Maria Hill. That's confirmed. They've cast Nick Fury, Samuel Jackson, and Maria Hill. And in the tag of the news, it says that they're working for a new organization and they're like field agents. So that could mean S.H.I.E.L.D. re-going or something post-S.H.I.E.L.D. Maybe they're working for, I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, they're definitely, there's something going on that, they're not on their own. So
Wait, who is Maria Hill?
Kobe Smulders.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So those two are going to be in Homecoming. They're also in Captain Marvel. So you're going to get a lot more Sam Jackson coming forward in the Marvel universe.
Bringing him back.
Which is great.
Seeing as he was in 20 seconds of the Infinity War tagline, which kind of felt like some disrespect. No, it's exciting. I don't know how I feel about Kobe Smulders coming back, but
I mean,
it's fine.
Yeah.
So this is going to play where Spider-Man's going to be on vacation with his schoolmates on a field trip, summer vacation going through Europe. There's going to be Mysterio, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, is going to be like the bad guy, and I'm sure S.H.I.E.L.D.'s going to be in on apprehension. Jake Gyllenhaal, I think, is going to be a higher level villain, maybe, and maybe Spider-Man, now that he's Avenger, he's working for those. Maybe Avenger is like a government organization after Avengers 4.
Yeah,
and maybe Spider-Man's an agent, and Maria Hill and them are working with him. You know what I mean? But I'm excited for seeing Spider-Man in some cool European locations.
I'm excited for the Marvel version of Mysterio, if that's officially where we're going, because, I don't know, I feel like the technology's there to make it real cool.
Yeah, and Spider-Man's about to have a big come-up because the PlayStation 4 game's coming out September 7th, and you're going to hear a lot about that.
It looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks like I'm getting it day one. It looks dope. It's going to be the best, superhero game they're saying since the Batman game, so...
I mean, look, the best Spider-Man game for me is still the Spider-Man 2 video game.
That's the open world one?
People are comparing this to that.
Okay, well, that's a good
game.
sign.
Yeah. The Oscars have announced they're going to do a popular movie category. So it's, it's very pandering.
It's so
to
pandering.
Viewers, and they just want to get eyeballs on the show. If I was a winner, if they give that fucking thing to Black Panther, that would be the most racist thing they could fucking
Absolutely.
do. And I hope they don't. Like, if I was Black Panther, I'd reject that shit. I'd be like, I want best movie.
Absolutely.
It's the best movie.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think it's stupid. I don't know. I think with the tepid response, maybe Joseph mentioned this earlier, it goes away.
I don't think they go through with it.
Yeah.
If it wasn't clear, the idea is that they're going to add one of the main complaints that's been against the Oscars for a long time is they nominate movies for Best Picture that the majority of people have not seen. The majority of specific cinema goers have not seen.
Just go back and listen to our Oscar preview podcast where you go on a tangent about this.
Yes.
Because they're not available to see.
Yeah, it's very difficult to see them.
You don't need a best popular movie category. Like, critics need to realize that popular movies have good qualities and put them in some of these fucking categories.
Yes.
Right.
Like, Jesus.
Not just like sound editing.
Like, this is all subjective. They can put any movie in what they want.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that all popular movies should be, but there are definitely ones that have been very popular and have also been very good, but they get dismissed by being popular or being
for sure
a type of movie that's not generally considered
100%
a higher quality by the Academy.
Black Panther's one of them.
Absolutely.
I would argue that Fallout.
I would also argue
Fallout's
because the things they do in Fallout are simply incredible.
They're fucking incredible.
Like, there's so many cooler things they could do. Like, do best fucking movie stunt.
Yeah, they did.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, do cool Oscars like for the year. Like, don't do fucking that shit.
Best stunt, best choreography,
best fight scene.
Yeah,
like.
Aren't they also? They're not televising the whole thing anymore.
Well,
Really?
yeah. The idea is that they're gonna replace some of the technical awards with the popular thing and make it hopefully go a little faster.
But if they did Best Fight and they did like the Mission Impossible 6 cutscene, they did like the Black Panther fight from like the waterfall with like Michael B. Jordan and like some of the Infinity War stuff, like that would get like that'd be a dope bet. Like you get more viewers that way.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
You can get them in more organically than doing popular
and
movies.
they're things that still require talent and expertise and are done incredibly well. That aren't just, a lot of people went to go see this movie.
Yeah, and I'd absolutely, we're talking about best stunt, best choreography, and like movies like the John Wick movies or movies like Mission Impossible,
100%.
like they've moved cinema forward in ways that other movies that before them had not.
Yep.
And I feel like that's the whole point of the Oscars is to be like, hey, look, these are achievements that, people are moving forward the medium. But we're just, I don't know, we just can't get, we can. The Academy just can't seem to figure that out.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. The next thing is Ruby Rose got cast as Batwoman in the CW Arrowverse as the first Batwoman's lesbian, I guess?
Yep.
Yes.
So Ruby Rose is bisexual, confirmed, I believe.
I don't know. I think she's...
Maybe she's a
I
lesbian.
don't know.
I shouldn't... I don't know. It doesn't matter. But
She is also an actress.
Yeah. So that was part of the tagline. Is she's the first openly to play an open superhero.
No, that's a fair point.
But I don't know. I don't watch any of those shows.
Yeah, I don't.
I won't watch this probably. I know there's some backlash. She just got off Twitter, so that's.
I don't really get the backlash part of it because she's perfecally suited for the
She's
role.
absolutely perfectly suited.
Yeah,
for the
but
role.
trolls just love to hate. That's all it is.
That's a fair point.
But she's a good cast. She kind of gets on my nerves. She's in the Meg. I watched the Meg, and she's very like stylized. Like everything she does, you can tell is very for her style, you know. But I like her in John Wick. She's good in Orange Is the New Black.
Yeah, those are the only two things I know her from, and I like her in both of those things.
Triple X.
She was in the new Triple X.
Was she?
The Return of Xander
Yeah.
Cage.
I don't remember all the people in that movie.
What? Oh, I can't wait for Triple X 4. It's gonna have Ice Cube. It's gonna have Donnie Yen.
I mostly just remember Donnie Yen because Donnie Yen was really good at it.
Anyway, and fucking Vin Diesel in a fur coat.
Yeah.
Idris Elba speculation as the next James Bond.
It's purely speculation.
You don't sound very excited about announcing that news.
All right, no, I don't. Look, they're going to do one more with Danny Boyle and Daniel Craig.
Yep.
Now, if you're going to do Idris Elba, the only way that works is you do it as a one-off.
I'm fine with that.
and that would be okay.
I'm fucking fine with
he's too
that.
old to invest a franchise into. So if he's your transition Bond from like one franchise to your next, and you do it with like, and I think Antoine Fuqua was in the story, who did Training Day, did Equalizer. Like, yeah, that can make sense. You know what I mean? Then I would, but as a one-off is the only because he's too old otherwise.
That's my hang up for Idris Elba is like, okay, we've gotten 12, 14 years out of Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
I don't think you can get that out of Idris Elba.
No, that's why
absolutely
you do it as a badass
that's
one-off.
what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Like,
As an older
downside.
Bond. He can't be, he's got to be an older Bond.
It's better to have Idris Elba'd once than to have never Idris Elba'd at all.
That's a fair point.
And if you look at it that way, I think it's possible.
Absolutely, I agree.
We're still 4 years away from this movie.
yes.
So,
But I would like an older Bond, especially coming off Daniel Craig, which you've gone through a whole progression as the first one's his he's coming like as an intro and then it works up. So I feel like this way, do it a different take maybe.
Also, how old was Sean Connery in his last Bond? He was pretty fucking old.
yeah, I think he was old when he got cast. I mean, he wasn't.
I mean, you
necessarily
both
young guy.
watched The Wire, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
No, I love
Idris Elba is a perfect choice for James
Yeah.
Bond. He would have been a perfect choice when they cast Daniel Craig.
yeah.
The fear is he's just, he'll be
old.
50 or something by the time that movie gets made or released. It's hard to see it.
The other casting rumors I saw was some Irish guy I'd never heard of and Cillian Murphy. Which,
Ooh, that would be an interesting choice.
well, I think it would be I'm kind of interested in it.
Cillian Murphy would suck.
Look,
That's the Scarecrow.
that's
100%.
that's my thought. My thought process is, we're in this world of like the physical Bond. He's the physical, real, gritty Bond, and for sure, Cillian Murphy does not look like he could beat the shit out of you. But the thing I like about Cillian Murphy is that despite that, he's still got that thing in his eyes. Is like I could still fucking kill you.
Oh, it's
I
like
could
from
kill you with
28
anything.
Days Later
Yeah,
thing.
absolutely.
The only one I think, if I was gonna, I would go Henry Cavill
Look, I mean, that's
It's a popular choice.
I'm not
I
upset about that idea. One, that's a ridiculous choice. Even more
After
so,
he did a movie with Tom Cruise, he can make it like Mission Impossible. Henry Cavill could be flying fucking helicopters and shit.
even more so than Daniel Craig. That dude could never be a spy because he is the most conspicuous human being on the planet.
For sure.
But also, like, that's not that that's a problem. Not that you can't continue to move that direction, but that's essentially taking, hey, here's a Superman Bond and making him more super.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would definitely be like Daniel Craig and Pierce Brosnan had a baby, and that would be your James Bond.
I mean, look, when you say it like that, it sounds awesome.
I know. I would love that. The other one I think would be Tom Hardy would be great.
not
I think
opposed to
Tom Hardy has the same problem as Idris Elba.
He's too old?
He's getting up there.
Is he?
I think
Again, we're talking about a movie that's 4 to 5 years away from now.
Tom Hardy's in his 30s, right?
Tom Hardy could do it. If he's in
feel like
shape and he was...
He's been acting since like 2000, 2001.
Yeah, but he was like 20.
You could get 3 out of him. You couldn't get 5.
So that would put him in a 40. You know what I mean? So
that's how old Daniel Craig was when he was starting.
Maybe you get 3.
3, but you couldn't get 5. But I don't know. I'm excited to see where it goes. Like I said, Idris Elba, I'm the biggest Idris Elba supporter. Wire, I would still say, is the best show on TV ever. Maybe Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones, but I mean, Idris Elba is the main reason for that. But he's too old, probably.
I don't know. I want it.
Even
if
too.
it's just once, I want it.
Last bit of news is Star Trek? I don't know.
What do you mean?
Oh,
You don't
Chris
know.
Pine.
Yeah, Chris-
Pine dropped out of Star Trek 4.
Sorry, I had shorthanded notes, guys, and a lot going on. So Chris Pine and Chris Hemsworth we're going to do Star Trek 4. It's a time travel story, possibly, but salary negotiations have bottomed out.
Yeah, bottomed out is actually a better word.
And it's not going to happen. But that sounds like that. This sounds to me like they released this information to get it done.
Correct.
I bet you it gets done. So we'll see what happens. That sounds like a stupid fucking idea to me.
They were, from what I understand, they were both already under contract, but then the studio wanted to renegotiate for a lower salary, and they were like, "Oh no, we're not going to do that."
Because based on what Star Trek Beyond did, and Star Trek Beyond, like it did way less than the other two,
which is a bummer.
but it was the best one.
It's the best of the 3.
I don't know.
Well,
I really like the original one.
I don't know.
It's
man. Beyond-
Idris
Elba.
The third one's
Yeah,
more like
Idris Elba's wasted in that movie.
he is in the Star Trek Beyond.
He is.
That's a
Yeah.
good pull. It's more like the TV show.
It's definitely like the TV show.
Yeah,
And that's a good thing, I guess, but I don't think that's what people like. It was so different than J.J. Abrams, like tonally. You know?
J.J. Abrams made Star Wars when he made Star Trek.
correct.
100%.
And Star Trek Beyond is like,
This is what it should have
It's a 2-hour episode of the show. And I don't know. As a Star Trek fan, I love Beyond. I think I'm not saying it's the only good one because I think Star Trek is the reboot is good, but that's the best one. And
I'm so disconnected. I like the second Star Trek is the best one.
Hey, you're wrong.
I don't think Into Darkness is as bad as people make it out to be, but it's not great.
Dude, it's got that badass scene where like Chris Pine and Benedict Cumberbatch space jump with the helmet, and their helmet cracks, and like they're going ship to ship
like, through the asteroid
It's got
belt.
the end fight where Zachary Quinto does the Vulcan grip on Benedict Cumberbatch, and they're like running through the city. Like there's a lot of dope ass scenes in that.
See,
movie.
I don't know if that's
and
a
the
good
opening scene. The opening scene is like where they come down to the volcano with the.
I do like that
The
sequence.
intro is cool.
Yeah.
I also like the one where the ship's falling and basically like they're sliding through and trying to,
and it like blows up.
Yeah,
Dude,
Look, this is not the Star Trek episode, but I think that movie would have been fine if they didn't try to shoehorn the Khan thing in.
That's the problem.
If they
it wasn't organic.
If they just made it his own villain, I think that movie would be better because I feel like trying to make that work is what takes that movie down a notch.
if you just made Khan the villain, but then you do the whole like Wrath of Khan ending where one sacrifices for the other, and the need of the many outweigh the need of the few. That you're right. It's all shoehorned. That doesn't need to happen.
The other thing I think is like the first two, it's all Kirk and Spock. It doesn't really focus on the crew at all. The third one is all about Scotty, and it's about
it's all about
Hank gets with they mix up the pairings. You know what I mean? And I think that's probably why it made less money because it was focused less on the star characters. But I think it's a better movie for it.
I mean, it's all about Scotty because Simon Pegg wrote the script.
Yeah,
but
I think Hank McCoy is a better part in that. Like he's absent in the second movie for sure.
He's horrible in the second one.
Yeah.
But what they do with it.
Alice Eve is like got a bigger role than he does in that movie.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
And man, Carl Urban is so good as Bones.
He's
man.
great.
He gets shitty fucking roles though. Like in that Thor movie, he should have done. Like he gets these little parts. I feel like he's bigger than what he gets now.
But he really shines in those little parts.
No, he does. He does a good job. Like have you guys seen Dredd? Like,
I love Dredd.
Dredd's great. So we're done with the news. We'll see what happens with Star Trek. And you were right. We should have talked about Jean-Luc Picard coming back aboard.
Thank you.
Don't go back on it. We don't give a fuck about Star Trek teams.
It was probably the biggest news of the week.
That might be true. It wasn't a big. It's fine.
So you go.
Oh yeah, no. So this week we're going to start our director showdowns, where we take two directors, go over their body of work and general impact on cinema, and decide who's the better director.
So at the end, hopefully, we want to end up saying X director is better than Y director.
Correct. So this week we're going to be facing off Martin Scorsese and Quentin Tarantino.
I mean, we're really coming out with like not holding our punches. We're really shooting for the top of the list.
We're trying to get new listeners.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I think these are too good to compare because they're both very like violent. They're well written, but they're both different. You know, the style is different. So I think it'll be good people to contrast.
They're very stylized in their own individual way. So yeah, I think it's a good pairing. Joseph, you want to start us off telling us Scorsese's filmography?
So there are several in the early filmography that I haven't seen, including probably two of the most famous ones, Taxi Driver and Raging Bull. Mm-hmm. Have either of you guys watched?
I've seen Taxi Driver. I haven't seen Raging Bull.
I've seen Raging Bull once. It's too old for me. I didn't enjoy it because, like I said, some movies don't translate well to me because they just look dated.
Yeah,
that movie it was dated.
It's a real problem.
Yeah, but
is Robert De Niro in both of those?
He is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Raging Bull's about Jake LaMotta, the boxer, correct? Okay, yeah, I've seen that movie. Yeah, it's just dated. I mean, I'm sure it was good in its day though, but it's not for me.
All right, let's keep going.
You don't have any feelings on Taxi Driver?
It's uncomfortable because it's like about a crazy guy defending a child prostitute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that one probably holds up a little better.
It's dark and it's iconic for a variety of reasons.
You talking to me?
Yeah, you talking to me? Because I'm the only one here. It's probably too dark. It's
we're gonna have to
Jodie
go to the
Foster.
phone.
It is Jodie Foster.
Yeah, we may have to go to the phone for some of this, guys, to pull up.
No, we're gonna do great. We're gonna be fine. We don't need phones.
I pulled Jodie Foster.
That's a good pull.
It's just kind of uncomfortable. It was definitely a product of the 70s.
My understanding is it's very similar to the movie Drive in the sense that it's kind of like a
I think Robert De Niro is a little more intense.
Yeah.
In Taxi Driver.
It's like a quiet intensity too.
Yeah.
But it didn't Taxi Driver also inspire the guy who killed John Lennon? Am I crazy in that?
You may be right. I don't know that factoid if that's the case.
I vaguely remember that he was like trying to impress Jodie Foster because he had a thing for Jodie Foster, and so he killed John Lennon or something.
Oh.
I can't remember. Anyway.
Probably.
Moving on. Color of Money?
I never saw it.
Nope. All right. Goodfellas.
I think we've all seen Goodfellas, right?
Yeah, Goodfellas is amazing.
It's a pretty good movie.
It's fantastic.
Based on a story of Henry Hill.
It's crazy to me that that's a real story.
Yeah, who's last I heard was still alive, and like he had fallen on hard times, and like he was like alcoholic, like living out of his car.
Really?
Like, yeah, it was like way past the point.
They
he was
should
out
make a sequel to Goodfellas.
Well, he was like out of the mob and everything, so like no
Yeah.
longer in protection. You know what I mean? And that dude didn't end up well.
But
what a great cast. Too.
Yeah, well, this is a good movie. This is a good example of Scorsese's style. Some of the things that he really likes to do. He really likes to glorify like crime, organized crime, the mob. He really likes to underplay, like contrast these like hyper violent people with very like normal situations, like hanging out in bars or going to your mother's house or all those kind of things.
Yeah, that is true.
So to me, this is where like Goodfellas is a good example of the things that I associate with Scorsese's style.
I feel like Goodfellas is the first one he put it all together.
I feel
like the other ones you've read, I feel like he was still developing, and this is like his first one where he knocked it out of the park.
I think Goodfellas is the quintessential Scorsese movie. Like,
it is
the movie.
There's probably one I like more, but it's probably the most iconic. You're right. That's probably what people like. I would say I like Casino. We're going to talk about that a little bit more, and maybe Depart a little bit more. But no one's going to argue Goodfellas. Who's the main guy? Who plays Henry Hill? I forget.
Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta, who's great. The guy from Home Alone.
Yep.
Joe Pesci.
Good
Look
pull.
at you. Nice.
Yeah, no, Joe Pesci's incredible in that.
He's good in anything that Scorsese has Joe Pesci in.
Yep.
He's normally the best actor in there, and I don't know what Scorsese does to pull it out of him, but it's one of the reasons why I'm really excited for The Irishman, because he got Joe Pesci to kind of come out of retirement.
Yep.
He's like singing like Italian songs now.
Yeah.
For real, that's what he does with his time.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. But yeah, no, the what am I, funny to you?
Yeah.
What am I, a clown? Huh? I love that scene. It's so good. Next he did Cape Fear, which I haven't seen, but another Robert De Niro classic.
Yeah. And that's more horror based.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Casino is also dope. It's Sharon Stone. I believe Sharon Stone.
I think you're right, but
it's Sharon Stone, Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, and it's like it's Goodfellas again, but it's in Vegas.
Yeah.
And he's like Robert De Niro is the best gambler, and he's like in charge of a casino, and it's like it's just all about this crazy shit that happens. What Joseph said, these hyper-violent people in these situations. Sharon Stone's like a drug addict, and he's married to Robert De Niro. It's just goes through years, you know what I mean, of their relationships and everything that happens to him. It ends real bad.
Casino to me is almost like Goodfellas light. Like it feels so similar in a lot of ways, and I think I just prefer Goodfellas more.
Yeah,
but
they're very similar.
They're very good movies. I mean, both of them.
So next up, we got Gangs of New York, which I didn't know that he directed.
Oh, what a great movie!
Oh yeah.
If I ever have 3 hours, I'll watch it.
Yeah. Have you never seen it?
I've never seen it.
Oh my gosh,
I have seen
man.
what?
It is great.
I've seen a bunch of Daniel Day-Lewis scenes.
Oh,
of
you
him
need
being
to
the
watch
craziest
that.
fuck.
Yeah, so that's Bill the Butcher, and like. Ooh, that's another one I could argue is like right
That
up there.
could be the-
and
that could
this
be
was
his
his
best.
transition. I feel like to the second stage of his career because he kind of stopped using Robert De Niro as much, and he went to Leo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like he used as his older guy in this one, Daniel Day-Lewis, who's like that's probably besides Last Mohicans my favorite Daniel Day-Lewis role.
Yeah, I think it is my favorite Daniel Day-Lewis role.
Like-
He's got this like
Physicality.
yeah, the way
Yeah.
he like even like enters a room and he just talks to people.
Yeah.
It's both stupid cool and terrifying at the exact same time.
Yeah. That opening scene, I always used to watch it with my brother, my older brother. Yeah, it's like the violent. It's like it's an Irish gang.
Yeah.
And like the natives, and it's just this crazy war where they have all these different nuts weapons. John C. Reilly's in it. Like,
Yeah.
it's a nut scene. You should watch it.
Another movie about organized crime.
Yeah,
Just
but
in New
like,
York.
Isn't Liam Neeson in it too?
yep,
I think so, yeah.
He's his
Yeah.
father. He's
Yeah,
Leonardo
he's the
DiCaprio's
dad.
father. Yeah, it's and you know who is Tim Burton's wife's in it.
Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah, and they
There's
all
a
have like
bunch of famous
knives
people
and
in it.
like these crazy swords, and like this dude's got this like not
You
like
really
an axe.
need to watch it.
Yeah,
Justin.
I will.
It
I
is
will.
great.
So yeah, we're hitting about the peak here.
That's when Leo was also like firing all cylinders and like
Yeah.
transitioned from like
Yeah.
Titanic bitch boy to like one of my favorite actors. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we follow that up with The Aviator, which is about Howard Hughes, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also starring Leo
Blanchett.
and John C. Reilly, who
Yep.
both were in the last one.
And that one it's long.
It's
Yeah.
long.
It's one of the ones I can't get into.
The plot, I've watched The Aviator probably 4 or 5 times. I think it's all the performances are good, but like as a story, the story of Howard Hughes is not like driving. You
Nope.
know what I mean? And like, yeah,
he did a lot of interesting things.
but it's not like a good narrative.
Nope. It
It's
felt
just-
like more like a mini series. Like it should
It
have been
would have
broken
been a
up.
good miniseries. Like
Yeah.
you could have done these different stages.
Because he did it like his Hollywood thing and he did
Yep.
his crazy thing. But yeah, I agree. It's not his best work.
That's fair. Well, we follow that up with what I would argue is one of his best works, is The Departed.
Yeah, incredible movie.
And that's when he finally won Best Picture Oscar, Best Director. I think he won both.
Yeah, it's a cops and robbers thing, but there's a mole on either side
it's
with
based
Leo
on-
and
Yeah.
Matt Damon.
It's based on a Chinese movie, so it's a remake.
Yeah. Oh, what is the
Inside
name
Man or
of it? Something like that. Yeah.
yeah, and it was a straight up rip off of like a triad and a cop,
Yeah.
and they just it's a great story that they just
Yeah.
rewrote.
I'll tell you who I love in that movie, Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg's great in that movie.
He's so good.
Yep.
The whole like he's like something about
Got an
fucking your
Oscar
mother.
nomination
Yeah.
for that.
What are you doing? I'm fucking your mother. What's your mother? She's fucking my father. Like I don't know. The whole bit's great. Alec Baldwin, Matt Damon, Leo. I mean,
It's a great cast.
That's the
Everyone's
last-
really good in
That's
it.
the last Jack Nicholson like great role. You know what I mean? I think where he did like real good.
He was like Dropkick Murphys.
Matt
on the soundtrack,
Damon.
Yeah.
and
So yeah, no, I mean that's the other thing. It's a
Yeah.
Boston movie, of course. It has Dropkick Murphys. So yeah, I mean I don't know that The Departed is it's not like a new avenue for him. Like The Aviator was very different than
Yeah.
most of the other stuff they've done. The Departed is kind of like
It's a modern version of what he's done before.
yeah. It's really just he just feels like I know how to do this, and this is like the ideal version of this.
yeah, but updated.
Yeah, it was. So yeah, I mean, like definitely like Goodfellas was like newer at the time, but this is the same thing but more focused. He followed that up with Shutter Island, also with Leo. There's a lot of fucking Leo. I don't know if I recognize
Shutter,
that.
That's my underrated one for him. I
It's
love
not
that
bad.
movie because I didn't
don't
see. A
love it.
lot of people see the ending coming. I did not.
Yeah,
See, and that's the thing.
Michelle Williams,
the
but
ending
the whole
is still so like
the whole movie's based on if you see the ending in the beginning, then that movie's wasted on you.
See, I disagree because I don't think the movie depends on the twist for it to be an enjoyable movie.
I do. I think it's like an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
It is definitely Scorsese Shyamalan movie.
Yeah.
Yes. But I mean, it's a good venture into like psychological thriller. He's got like his aesthetic of the whole island, especially from Leo's perspective, is you feel like a crazy person as you're following him.
Yeah,
and it's like a better done Shyamalan movie. Like you know what I mean? Like
true.
cinematography, like Michelle Williams is great in it. Leo's great. Who's the bad guy?
I can't remember. I can't want to say Ed Harris, but it's not Ed Harris.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
I can't remember either. He made Hugo, which I'm going to skip over because it was just a jerk off to the Academy to get him an Oscar. Mission accomplished.
I never saw it.
I never saw it.
It's a kid's movie, but it's about the magic of film, and it's fuck off. I just fucking hate it. Wolf of Wall Street, which is, again, a lot of criminals, a lot of celebration of criminal...
But God, he makes being a criminal look cool.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's a dope movie.
Man,
super stylized.
I wish Leo had won an Oscar for climbing out of the car and to get to the phone while he's like on the Quaaludes.
Yeah.
Fuck! I just love.
What is the name of those special Quaaludes? Oh, that scene's dope. With Jonah Hill, they call it something because it's like the rare ones.
But I honestly think Leo is better in this movie than he is in The Revenant.
I absolutely agree.
100%. They gave him The Revenant because they fucked him on this.
They messed up the year prior.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. Jonah Hill's great in that movie. Matthew McConaughey.
He is so awesome.
He's
good. In 3 minutes. But he's great.
He leaves a good impression.
He's so good in those 3 minutes that they had to include him in the trailer.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And his wife is
Margot Robbie.
That's what put her on the scene.
Absolutely.
And now she's the leading. I mean, she's the A-list person.
Yeah.
She's so hot in that movie.
She is. But it's a movie. It's got very snappy pacing. It constantly
Kyle Chandler.
What?
Yeah, Kyle Chandler.
As
He's
the
the
FBI
cop
agent.
who's hunting him down.
Right. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Wait, smart pacing? Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, like the cutting from scene to scene to all the dry. I mean, so this one famously starts off real strong with Leo snorting some cocaine out of a stripper's butthole.
Yeah,
and it's I don't know. I feel like that's a good indicator for the pace at which this movie.
breaks the fourth wall, right?
Yeah, several times. It's kind of Jordan Belfort telling his own story.
Yeah, I enjoy that part.
Yeah, it's really good. And then the most recent movie is one that none of us have seen, which is Silence, which is with Adam
I've seen
Driver.
Silence.
You've seen Silence?
Yeah, it's good.
Sorry.
And it's good. It's all about
missionaries in Japan, right?
Yeah, Christian missionaries in Japan during when they were like feudal Japan, and they were into like whatever they worshipped back then. Liam Neeson's in it as like an older Christian missionary who's been captured and turned. Adam Driver, who's Kylo Ren, and Andrew Garfield, who's Spider-Man.
He's Kylo Ren and Spider-Man are in that movie?
Yep.
That sounds like a fucking crazy
That's
movie.
too close to what our normal podcast is.
They lost a lot of weight. Like they definitely got into the role. It's definitely powerful. Like they went through a lot. The scenery's really good, but it's like a smaller kind of movie. So
I mean, like just summing up the stuff that we just looked at. I mean, he's pretty versatile. He's done a pretty wide variety of things. Obviously, the crime stories following the organized crime families are kind of his niche and his best stuff.
I'll stack Departed, Casino, and Goodfellas against
anything.
three
Just
good
about
movies. Well, actually, not even take Casino out. Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street, The Departed, and Goodfellas.
Yeah,
you could put those three against almost any director.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's doing something.
I mean, Scorsese is without a doubt one of the best, and for like 4 decades now, the guy has consistently put out.
Yeah, I think like 5 decades.
Yeah, probably. I can't do math, so
he's
since
impressive.
the 70s.
Yeah.
So
And he's been doing it longer for sure. He's got more misses. But he's got a lot of hits.
Yeah, absolutely. And I definitely. I mean, it would be very easy to say that Scorsese very much influenced Tarantino's style going to Quentin.
Yeah.
In that,
Pulp Fiction for sure.
Yeah, the
Reservoir Dogs.
Quentin Tarantino also very, very stylized.
praises the criminals.
Yeah, praises the criminals. Very stylized camera work and editing.
Hyper violent.
There's a lot of similarities, but yeah, it starts off.
Which is why we chose to compare them.
It is. It's almost like we thought about this before we started. It starts off with Reservoir Dogs, which is I think early '90s. It's got who's famous in that? Tim Roth,
Michael Madsen.
Michael Madsen's not famous.
Michael Mann.
I mean, Tim.
No, you got it right, but he's not famous.
Tim Roth's not really all that famous either, or certainly wasn't when Reservoir Dogs came out.
Harvey Keitel.
Yeah, Harvey Keitel.
It's got the usual suspects.
Hold on, Steve Buscemi, and then I don't know who the Tarantino.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
This also kicks off one of the things he's famous for, which is story points out of order that they actually occur. Because this story follows like the aftermath of a bank. Was it a bank robbery gone wrong? And then kind of all the bank robbers turning against each other. And
so like basically the narrative they're using is like flash forward, flashbacks.
Yeah.
And a lot of movies stole from Reservoir Dogs, like Boondock Saints. A lot of these movies that came out, these 90s action movies, they started doing a lot of that too. Memento's like that.
Yeah, the crazy thing is they just don't do it as well. Like it makes sense within Tarantino movies, but very rarely. I'll get Memento. It works pretty great in Memento, but the rest of them, you're right. Like he just kills it.
But Reservoir Dogs is great. Like it's tight. It takes place in like one fucking warehouse. It was made. The budget of that movie was made for nothing.
Oh yeah, that brings up the other thing that Tarantino's very famous for, which is his dialogue writing, which is strange because he's a weird fuck in real life.
Yeah,
but he's known for writing very down to earth, like relatable dialogue, as opposed to like not that movies are lofty, but they're kind of things that normal people don't say. You start off with the Steve Buscemi rant on about like why he doesn't tip.
Yeah,
and that's like dope. A great scene.
Yep. Yeah. Also, I was thinking for action scenes, like I love Michael Madsen's cutting ear off,
and then the dancing around.
Yeah, like that's just like classic Tarantino, in that it's like his music is a big part of his movies.
Definitely true.
Yep. More than any other director, I think. He has very good choice in music and like how it plays into what's going on.
Yeah.
What's amazing to me about Reservoir Dogs is it's Tarantino's first movie, and it's still one of his best.
Absolutely.
Like he hits the ground running, knocks it out of the park on the first try. Really
holds up
really
real
well.
It does.
Yeah.
And that brings us to his second one, which is probably his most iconic and very arguably his best one, Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say. I mean, it's just a great movie.
It's phenomenal. Also, I mean, it's the use of all the things he did in Reservoirs. But
I would say it's probably changed since now. But when I told her one time when I got hired what my favorite movie was, it was Pulp Fiction. Because Pulp Fiction's dope.
Dude, it's just cool as shit, man.
It's cool as shit. It's, again, the amount of iconic scenes and lines in that movie are too many to count, too many to recount here. It revitalized, what is his name? John Travolta's career a little bit. Very iconic, probably put Samuel L. on the map.
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis is good in it.
What's her face from the one who's in all of them? What's her name? Blonde chick from Kill Bill.
Uma Thurman.
Yep.
Yeah, Uma Thurman.
Classic Uma Thurman.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis.
That's the one who put her on the map too.
Yeah, and Ving Rhames.
Ving Rhames is great.
And the famous Gimp dungeon scene. Yeah. Oh man, it's again like it's almost too good of a movie to sit down and break down. But it's essentially building on all the same kind of elements that he established in Reservoir Dogs, but with even more style and greater memorable scenes and dialogue.
Yeah, the scene in the pawn shop when he just like keeps picking up different weapons. Like I said, I mean, I think Scorsese's got a good strong list, but there's probably no movie, like if we're talking one movie, it's Pulp Fiction. That's better than any movie.
Keep talking. Let's
keep going. So that follows up with Jackie Brown, which is my least favorite Tarantino film.
I don't love it.
Jackie Brown's underrated.
I've seen it one time.
It's not bad.
I didn't care for it.
Robert De Niro.
Mm-hmm. Robert De Niro's good in it.
Yes. Yeah, that's what Jackie Brown, Sam Jackson.
You gonna keep going?
I don't know who else is in there.
Yeah.
But I would say it's based on a novel, so he didn't write a lot of it. I think he took some of that. Mm-hmm. So I think that's probably why it's like not as strong as some of the other ones.
It definitely doesn't have the same like iconic
Yeah,
Tarantino
it's definitely
feel.
It feels more translated. It doesn't feel as Tarantino because I think it's not as independent work.
It's also shot like in order. It doesn't have any of the time jumps, which are kind of one of his staples. Yeah, it's not bad. It's comparatively to most movies, it's better than Transformers
for sure. Yeah.
But it's definitely not the best one on this list.
I mean, we're talking about it's the weakest of the three we talked.
So following up with the Death Proof and the Grindhouse.
I've never
double
seen
feature.
Grindhouse.
I have not either. Anybody seen Grindhouse?
I've seen.
I know him and Robert Rodriguez are buddy. So
yeah,
I've seen the Tarantino part of Grindhouse, which is Death Proof, and it's got Kurt Russell is the villain, and he's like He's like a car racer, stunt racer, and it's got Zoe Bell, who's like a Hollywood stunt actress. I don't know why he cast her. I think Tarantino is just reaching there.
Yeah,
she's not great, but it's a lot of like on top of cars, going crazy, and it turns the movie on its head because like Kurt Russell's the bad guy, and you realize these girls are not to be fucked with, and then Kurt Russell's like running from these crazy fucking car bitches who are like out to get him almost. So it's not good.
Fair enough. Well, I mean, if I had...
You know what's cool about it? It has practical effects. Like, he definitely fucked up a bunch of, like, you know, badass, I think it's like Chargers or whatever.
Well, isn't that supposed to be the whole point of Grindhouse? Is like, it's supposed to be a tribute to those movies. Yeah. Like, it's him doing them.
It's definitely good for that.
Yeah.
But
I never interested me.
Nips would hate it.
If I had a complaint about Tarantino films as a whole, it's his faith in Kurt Russell in several things on this list.
Kurt Russell's fucked him on a couple.
Yeah. So that brings us to the next one, which is Kill Bill Parts 1 and 2, which he considers one movie, but they're not one movie.
No, because one's good and one's not so good.
Correct. Well, one's good and one's fine. Good.
Yeah. I said not so good. It's still good. It's just...
One's better, though.
Yeah. One is the best one. It's got... Does it start with that scene in the house where she goes to...
Yep.
Yeah. Like, that's a great scene. The
second one starts in the church, right? It goes the flashback to the church.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It is. Well, the first one's also got her fighting the crazy 88s in Japan.
Yeah, that's a great scene.
And Goku. Isn't her name? What's her name?
I can't remember.
I can't remember.
Yeah, but you know, Lucy Liu's bodyguard, who's fucking dope.
I love the move your big toe bit in the back of the truck. My name's Buck, and I'm here to fuck.
Oh yeah.
The movie's good.
That's got to be like one of the most satisfying like writing moments ever.
But that's very stylized. Like, I like the scene where she gets the sword from Hattori Hawanza, I think it is.
Hanzo.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. There's just it's its own world.
That is such a great scene.
Yeah, where she sits down for
sushi chef.
I got vermin to kill.
And it's so stylized.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Stylized.
And it's got that great anime sequence in it. Where they go through, what's her name?
Lucy
Liu's character, her backstory is like...
How she took over the triad or whatever. Yes.
It's a good movie. Yeah. And then it's followed up with part 2, which...
It's good too.
I mean, it's not bad. The best part is the fight against Daryl Hannah, which is like early on.
I enjoy the interaction of her and Bill when she finally like arrives, like the kind of like back and forth conversation they have. But the problem for me with 2 is I don't necessarily like the reward. I liked not having the reward. I liked like the struggle part of it. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Yeah. Which is the first one is.
Right.
There's no payoff in the first one.
Yeah, two's definitely, like I said, you have to watch 1 to appreciate 2.
The Black Mamba.
But you know, I like that scene where she's buried alive. Like
that's pretty good.
There's a lot of cool stuff in there. Yeah. It's
guy with the Fu Manchu.
Yeah, like her mentor is super fucking cool. And her ripping the other girl's eye out, like there's a lot of good stuff.
And I mean, you know, this whole series is like a love letter to like old kung fu movies and all
and westerns at the same
time. Westerns
at the same. Yeah,
it's like a spaghetti western and a kung fu movie.
Absolutely. So one of the things both these guys are famous for, and like Scorsese even now, is they both watch movies all the time. They watch every
Kill
movie.
Bill again. Kill Bill is good,
and so like Tarantino's really good at mashing up things that he's already seen into like new things with his own style, with a new twist on it.
I mean, he does that with I think the next movie we're going to talk about, Inglourious Basterds.
Inglourious Basterds, which is kind of a revisionist Nazi spy drama. It's not spy drama, spy comedy almost.
Have you ever
Black comedy.
Have you ever seen the original Inglourious Basterds?
No, I didn't know there was an original.
Yeah, well, it's absolutely nothing like it. I mean, it's same thing, like a World War II like team up movie or whatever, but it's from like the 60s, and so it's not really, his movie is not really a remake as much as it is like it takes the name and some of the elements of it and incorporates it. But it goes back to what you're talking about, him being like, a cinephile and just taking these things and reusing them in cool, inventive ways. I love Inglourious Basterds. It is my favorite Tarantino movie. That opening with Christoph Waltz
it's the best opening of anything.
Yeah, the tension there is great with the pipes and
one. He goes through 3 different languages, and in all 3 of them, he's super intimidating, and he just is like so smooth and yet horrifying.
Yeah,
and it's so great.
It's the best opening sequence of any movie. It's in my opinion. It's
Au revoir, Shoshana.
I mean, one of the reasons I like it is because I feel like it's the most Tarantino-y.
Yeah.
It feels super stylized. It's very heavy on the dialogue. It feels the most... which is funny, I didn't know it was adapted, but it feels like the most him and the least like pulled from other influences.
That
you guys
scene
know
in the basement in the bar...
Yes,
the Mexican standoff.
Yeah.
Oh man,
yeah. It's always these casual conversations in these high tension, violent situations. He does that a lot, and
he does a great job of using violence in different ways. Because the time with the bear Jew and the bat, like That shit's hilarious. It's so funny, which is crazy because it's crazy violent, but he uses it for comedy. But then there are other moments where he'll like when I can't remember the girl's name, which she's getting choked out by
Tarantino himself.
Yeah. But Christoph Waltz's character.
Yeah.
Like that shit's horrifying, and he lingers on that. I mean, he literally choked her.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. Like the way he uses it in different ways, I think is a unique thing to Tarantino. But yeah, no, I mean, iconic scenes. It's got the opening sequence. It's got the bar scene with Michael Fassbender, and the that's scene also super tense.
Michael Fassbender is great in that movie. Freaking Mike Myers is in that movie.
Is in that movie.
So many famous people.
I like how it ends in a movie theater.
Yeah,
that's so Tarantino,
and it lights the film on fire, and I mean the whole thing is great. Yeah, it's awesome.
It's not. Yeah, I like. Have you guys heard a theory that all these movies have the Tarantino universe?
Oh, that's a real thing.
Yeah. So I mean, all these movies are connected in their own way, and I hope that we start seeing some Easter eggs. I want Easter eggs.
Is like a movie that combines them all together.
They've already put Easter eggs. That's why people think they're in the same
I want
universe.
more Easter eggs in this next one now.
They will, because I think that's how he considers them. Like some of them are in the same universe, some of them are legend. But they all exist together somehow.
Yeah.
Inglourious Bastards to me is the best one, but I'm okay with Pulp
We're going
Fiction.
to talk about the next best one. That's the best one.
Is it Django?
Yep.
Is that we're good? Django Unchained, starring Jamie Foxx, also Christoph Waltz, and Leo DiCaprio fucking killing other thing he could have won for.
Yeah.
And Sam
realistically.
Jackson.
And Sam Jackson.
And that is my favorite Tarantino.
So this is so if we're talking about like mix up movies, like what is this one? Is it like
it's a Western. This one's pretty much Western.
Is it like a Western revenge?
It's definitely
it's also isn't it like blaxploitation?
It kind of seems blaxploitation.
Yeah, it's like a Western blaxploitation movie.
That's fair. I don't. It's like super Westerny, so I guess I don't. But now that you say it, it's blaxploitation.
But I mean, it's a slave that rises up and just kills all the white men. Mm-hmm. I mean, that movie is just so good. I like the opening of this movie too. Where where Christoph Waltz catches him is like, you know what I mean, and he's. But I love the scene where Django shows up to the plantation, and he's looking for the boys, and he's just talking to the plantation owner, who's Don Johnson. And, and he's like, get off that. And there's just so much. Yeah, well, it's so funny and violent. It has everything. Like,
it will say it has one of the best endings in a Tarantino movie.
Yeah,
with the shootout in the plantation is
blows everybody
up. Also, great use of music in that one because for the most part, it leans heavy into like the Western style. Mm-hmm. Like it doesn't go anywhere else. But then there's a great fight scene where it's got like Jay-Z in the middle of it that like totally throws you off, but it fits so well into exactly where you're at. It's better than I give it credit for as a whole.
The only downside of this movie is it followed Inglourious Bastards.
Probably.
Kerry Washington's great in that movie. Like,
yeah, she is.
It's a cool story. I was really into the story.
There's the very famous scene where Leo cuts his hand mid-scene, like he's actually rubbing his own blood on Kerry Washington's face. Yeah. It's fucking serious.
That whole dinner scene, the tension, like you can't. Mm-hmm. And Sam Jackson also could have got nominated. Like, he's good. Good.
Now, granted, this movie definitely highlights one of the things that people complain about Tarantino a lot, which is that he really likes to use the N-word in his scripts.
Yeah,
for sure.
And this movie is leaning on that heavy because it's in the slave South.
Yeah, like heavy, like as slavey as the South got.
Isn't there like a
Mississippi?
Isn't like a crazy statistic where like the average is like every 12 seconds? Or
it's something like that. It's a lot.
It's a lot in this movie. The most uncomfortable time he uses it is in Pulp Fiction when he's talking about the dead guy in the car.
Yeah. That's fair.
That one is uncomfortable for me. But and then his last movie.
And then his last one, which is The Hateful Eight, which is divisive.
It's his worst one.
I quite like it.
Look, I think it has some of his best dialogue in it. Like there's there's not a lot to it. Yeah. It's these guys in a cabin, but there's some of the conversations, interactions are really great between people, but it dials down, I think, on some of the like hyper violence and
I don't know. It's got quite well. And
it's just not as prevalent in that movie.
I mean, there's definitely not as much. The whole thing is, I honestly think he just thought it's like, what if I just made a movie about a bunch of guys in a room?
Well, it wasn't a movie; it was a play.
He
wrote
much
a play, and then he decided to adapt it. So it's more like, and you could tell it's a play because it takes place in one little area.
Yeah,
but I forget Channing Tatum's in that movie. I completely
for
forget
like 2
that.
seconds.
Yeah, like why would he even take that role? Like I don't know. There's a lot to that movie.
Being a Tarantino movie.
But I mean, the worst part of the movie is Kurt Russell, and he dies early, which is fine. Jennifer Jason Leigh's great in it. Sam Jackson's always great in it. This movie,
I would have liked Jennifer. I heard he wanted Jennifer Lawrence for that role, and she turned down. I would have liked that more.
Interesting. The thing I like about this movie is so Sam Jackson, he and Tarantino are great for each other because, Sam Jackson's a great presence, but he's also like the perfect guy to deliver Tarantino dialogue.
Yes.
And there's almost no one else that can do that, like, at the same level. I think Walton Goggins is close. I thought he was fantastic as far as, like...
he was a great cast for that
movie. Was a great cast, and he's a great addition to, like, that, again, like, his style of dialogue, that he just sells it really well. So, I don't know. That was the revelation in that movie to me that makes me like it more. Sam Jackson and Walton Goggins both are fantastic in that movie, and... everything else is okay.
I put it at the bottom of the list only because the list is so strong. Like, I do prefer it to, say, like Jackie Brown, but or Grindhouse. But it's when you compare,
it's better than those two. Probably
when you compare it to Pulp Fiction and
Django and
Inglourious, like it falls the list, but it's still like a crop above. What most people are going to make.
I need to revisit that. The thing with that movie, it's so fucking long.
It's real long. It's 3 hours.
I don't have 3 hours to sit there.
That's how I feel about Gangs of New York.
That's worth it. Really no, that's worth it.
So
where are we at?
So we've got.
It's actually really hard.
Is it?
I know which way I'm leaning.
I feel like just by the excitedness of discussion, I feel like it's pretty easy to tell we're more excited about one than the other.
You guys go first. See if you sway me.
So I'm going Tarantino. One, I've just seen more of his movies. I understand that Scorsese's more seminal. He's done a lot more stuff. He innovated a lot of stuff that Tarantino's come to build on. But Tarantino's just like, he's so singular in the sense that I don't think there's anyone else that does anything close to what he does.
That's true.
And every single movie on this list is strong. Even and Jackie Brown's the worst one to me, but Jackie Brown is still pretty darn good, and I will watch it anytime. So, I mean, for me, it's Tarantino.
Ian?
Oh, I don't know. I was thinking Tarantino, but now I'm thinking, if I'm picking one movie, I think the best movie out of all of these.
You said it was Pulp Fiction. You've already made that claim.
Yeah, it's Pulp Fiction, but I think if we're looking at just like three, I might like Wolf of Wall Street, Goodfellas, and Departed more than Pulp Fiction, Django, and Inglourious. And he's got a stronger body of work. I'm going to go Scorsese.
Wow.
Better than Tarantino to go against Nips. Because I like, I think Tarantino, like what he said, he's adopted a lot of what from Scorsese. Tarantino wouldn't exist probably without Scorsese.
That's definitely true.
Yeah.
So, I think Scorsese has, laid the plan down. Tarantino's, kind of taken that and ran with it a little bit, but I think he's got a better body of work.
And to build on your point, you talk about him being like an influencer, but he's still been building and improving, even during Tarantino. Like, again, he's been doing this for like 50 years, but he's still making, like, Wolf of Wall Street was 4 years ago. Yep. Great. Silence, I haven't seen it, was like 2 years ago. Yep. Also and apparently great.
They both have The Irishman and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood we should talk about. The Irishman is going to be probably another one of these that we're going to fucking love, hopefully.
It's a Netflix movie, which makes me nervous. But isn't it the most expensive Netflix
ever
movie?
made? Yeah. De Niro, Al Pacino.
Joe Pesci.
First time I think the three of them have ever... God. Oh, and Pacino. Yeah, basically it's got every one of all his old people.
Yeah.
So it's going to be... And it's about... Jimmy Hoffa, who was the mob guy, and he got found buried in San Francisco, I think.
No, he'd never been found.
Oh, he never got found?
No, that's like the winner's Jimmy Hoffa.
We don't know where his grave is.
So, I don't know.
Geraldo Rivera thought he found it, but he did not.
He didn't find him.
No.
But I think, that's what I'm going to say. Like I said, I think also, discussion warrants different opinions.
That's
for
fair.
Sure. It's difficult. One, all the pressure's on me.
Yeah, now you're the tiebreaker.
Deciding factor. It's difficult because I think, to Joseph's point, Tarantino is basically all hits. You know what I mean? Like, every movie he's made. Look,
hold on, Grindhouse.
Look, I agree with you. Grindhouse
Jackie Brown and Hateful Eight are not hit.
I think Hateful Eight is a hit. Yeah. I think Grindhouse is probably exactly what he wanted to make. It just doesn't appeal to a large audience. And Jackie Brown is a good movie, but it's not his best work. Whereas Scorsese has some misses, but he's been making movies for so long and he's made so many. But I think I have to go with Scorsese is better than Tarantino.
Oh,
damn! For two reasons.
You had me going the other way on that one. I was like, Joe's going the other way.
No, for two reasons. Number one, because I do think we wouldn't have... That was a really good point. I don't think you would have Tarantino without Scorsese. He definitely birthed it. The other thing, and this is what Joseph just said, is that he's just evolved. He's like, look, I don't like Hugo, but the fact the guy who made The Departed made a kids movie that was, Oscar-worthy is pretty incredible. Tarantino's never
And
done
also-
that, so I can't say if he can't.
To your point, he's done different things. He's
Yes.
done a historical
Oh, yeah.
movie, he's done a violent movie, he's done a kids movie. Tarantino does one track, and he does that one track amazing. But who's the more well-rounded filmmaker?
I mean,
Yeah.
is that what we're arguing today?
Who's better? I mean, that's a trait that makes him better.
I guess so.
Yeah, I would go Scorsese greater than Tarantino.
Fair enough. It's decided. Fuck you, Tarantino. Well,
That was
cool.
fun.
Yeah,
I
this
like-
was fun.
I like that.
Yeah, so we'll hopefully we don't have a lot coming out in the next couple of weeks. So hopefully we'll do a couple more of these in the coming weeks, coming months.
Yep.
But in the meantime, what have we been watching, guys?
I started 2 different animes, and I quit them both, Ian, so you won't have to hear me talk about them.
Can you tell me which one so I don't start them?
7 Deadly Sins
Okay.
on Netflix. Look, I realize that, like, kind of weird sexual assault things pop up in anime. Like, for example, a very classic...
It is a thing.
So why do you watch it?
So it's really bad in it opens really bad in 7 Deadly Sins, and I just couldn't handle it. Like
Fair enough.
it's just too much. I couldn't do it. The other one was called Children of the Whales, or Children of the Whale, and it was interesting, but it's very like almost ethereal, and so much so that there's not enough backstory. I was 3 or 4 episodes in, and I'm still like kind of confused about what's really happening in this world, and everyone's really caught up in their thoughts and feelings. And I would like to understand a little bit more the boundaries of the world we live in, so that I can appreciate those thoughts and feelings. So I will not continue either of them. Other than that, the only other thing I watched is I went back and watched Rogue Nation, which is, God, it's up there, man. It may be better
Rogue
than Ghost
Nation.
Protocol. Mission
Oh
Impossible.
yeah.
Besides Sean Harris, who I like Sean Harris more in 6.
Well, yeah, because Rogue Nation has the side cargo plane,
Yeah.
which is fucking amazing. I forget how cool that scene is because it's just a plane, but you can tell he's on that fucking
It's a
plane.
great way
and
to
like
open
the
that movie.
yeah, and also the underwater heist.
Yep.
And also where he's going on the motorcycle and he crashes the car and it
Yeah.
triple fucking flips.
Yeah, that's
I like
good.
is it Rebecca Ferguson?
Yeah.
I like her more.
She's
in
better
Rogue
in
Nation.
5 than 6.
Yeah.
Like I said, the thing that would probably put it the only reason I probably put it underneath Fallout is I think Fallout probably has more insane stunts because like the underwater heist is definitely like it doesn't feel as real as
No, it's
Which is crazy because he did hold his breath. Like
Yeah.
he was doing that, but they just added some CG stuff on top of it.
Yeah.
And Sean Harris, I
Sean Harris-
I don't think he's a great villain, but I think he's better in Fallout.
With the beard.
Yeah, with a beard, he's more intimidating. He looks too much like Simon Pegg
He
in
does.
Rogue Nation.
He does.
What have you been watching?
I haven't watched. I watched The Meg, and
Did you like it?
It's a huge shark movie with Jason Statham, and I liked it. It's like
It made a bunch of money.
Yeah.
it's a fun end of summer romp, as I put on Letterboxd. Yeah, it's
We're letterbox buddies now.
yep.
Oh, I need to get on the letterbox.
You need to
thing.
get on that. It's fun. But yeah, no, it's Jason Statham definitely didn't work out because he's wearing a shirt the entire time, like a full body wetsuit. But the shark's cool as hell. It takes too much time, like getting into like the shark eating people. 'Cause, the story is like they find the Mariana Trench where James Cameron kind of they found that there's like the bottom's not really the bottom. It's like this cloud of like dust, and they go under it, and it's like a second bottom. And that's where like all these prehistoric megs and squids have been living, and 2 of them get let out through whatever reason, doesn't matter. And then it's just straight killing and helicopter shooting at sharks.
So it's 2 megalodons? Mm-hmm. Oh, whoa.
Spoiler alert.
They don't tell you that.
Oh no, we've ruined this
But
movie for
I'm
you.
just saying, at the end, Jason Statham literally with his bare hand and a knife takes down a megalodon.
That sounds pretty awesome.
Okay, you sold me.
And I've been playing some video games. I got God of War on PS4.
Which I hear is really good.
It's like the Thor movies. He's got an axe. It returns to you. You're going through the 9 realms. I'm in the Dark Elf realm right now. It's real fucking good.
Yeah. Everyone says it's great.
Anyway, that's it.
Sounds awesome. I've been continuing my anime. I don't love it as much, but I've hit the point where I don't have to actively watch it anymore, so I can like do other stuff like laundry and whatever. And I'll probably find a better one after this, but I feel like I have to finish it at this point. So it's the problem is it's like an ensemble cast, a very large ensemble cast. So I mean, there's at least 30 like named characters that you're following, and the problem is there's like 3 of them that are cool.
Yeah.
And I want to see what happens with 3 of those characters, but I don't give a fuck about any other ones. But here we are. I'm finishing it up. The other thing I watched was the newest DC animated movie, which is The Death of Superman.
Oh, I want to watch that. Which
they've done before. Superman Doomsday was their first DVD release DC animated movie, and I still think that one's pretty good. But this one's really good.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you see other superheroes fighting Doomsday?
Yes.
I want to see like a bunch of them, like the Green Lantern.
Yeah, there's a whole sequence where he just takes down the rest of the Justice League.
That's cool. Is it long?
Well, so that's the thing. So this movie, and I mean it's not a spoiler because the name of it is Death of Superman, but the movie almost ends at the death of Superman. It's very close. So it's very much, and I hate that they have to do this like every 5 years. Because the DC animated movies do the best job, but they make a movie like every 5 years. It's like, hey, Superman's really cool, guys. You should check him out. And that's kind of what this movie is. Most of it is like, here's why Superman is still relevant, why he's a good character, why he's a good role model, like why you should like Superman is what the majority of this movie is. And then there's the Justice League fight scene. There's a Superman fighting Doomsday. There's I don't know. It's very well done. It actually incorporates a lot of elements from Justice League, the movie. Mm-hmm. But like better. So no, if that's the sort of thing you like, or if you're on the fence about Superman and you feel like maybe he's a boring character, maybe I've never really been into him, check it out and see how you like it. Because other than All Star Superman, I think this is the best Superman movie they've made. So.
Interesting.
But I think that's that it.
What do you want to do? Hit Hard Knocks real fast?
Oh yeah,
Episode 1?
You haven't watched it, but Ian and I have been.
You want to wait till he watches it? Do next week do a double?
If we want to,
yeah, I'll check it out.
Okay,
let's wait.
All right, cool.
Everybody, if you haven't seen it, you should start watching Hard Knocks because it's a good season so far.
Yeah, the first episode is the best one in years.
Yeah,
and we'll do a deep dive maybe next week at the end of what we've been watching.
Yeah, cool. So thank you guys for listening. If you like this, subscribe, rate, tell a friend, tell all your friends, tell all your enemies, tell everyone you ever met. If you want to reach us, if you want to give us some more directors to compare, we'd really try. I mean, for this particular one, we tried to find like a theme between the directors. And if you could find other ones that are like this that have a connection, we'd love to do that. You can reach us at betterthantransformers@gmail.com. You can also reach us on Twitter and Facebook at BTTransformers. Thanks to Zach Evans for art and Brian Velasquez for a theme. And we'll see you guys next week.
Later.